And welcome to another edition of Ultimate Frisbee on AUDL.TV. Tonight it is the Minnesota Wind Chill against the 0-1 Indianapolis Alleycats. Bergmeyer defended well that time. Berglund, the rookie, with a nice heave towards the end zone and a score for Minnesota.
And they've gotten a break back. Just like that, we are at a 2-point game.
Trapped, able to get it out of there to North. North goes all the way to the other side to Brock. Brock double teamed, able to get it out of there though. Gudeman tries to chase it down and does. Nice play, Seth Gudeman, and what a really heads up move on the pass there by Keegan North. Payne with 7 seconds, holding. Landry going for it all in the end zone, might be playable. Carpenter comes down with it and is able to get his feet in downs for the score. What a move by the Alleycats to get down the field quickly and get another one on the board right before the horn sounds and end the first period. Brock almost didn't hang on to that, but he was able to chase it down. You can tell the Alleycats, I think, understand the importance of this point, but that's knocked away. Berglund has it now, going for the end zone, has a man wide open, tie ball game. Dylan DeClerc comes down with it, and it's 8-all. Long heave down the field, looking for Xavier Payne. Two guys there for Minnesota, knocked away by Mickey Walsh. So the Alleycats basically get it outside the goal line. And Payne has two guys, of course, right on him, but he just floats one quickly, and there's the score. So it's pretty hard to defend that once you get that close. Coffin trying to heave it. Here's Klain going for it all. With no time left on the clock, it's tipped up and knocked away, and the Alleycats defense able to hold strong as the first half comes to a close. They converted 36% of their break opportunities last year. That was the highest percentage of anyone in the league. But the Alleycats come up with a nice defensive play there on the other side. It was Xavier Payne getting it done, getting it out of there as he was trapped. North might have Rick Gross. Gross trying to chase it down. He'll score if he catches it, and he does. Rick Gross able to outrace Sam Berglund for the score there, and it's 13-11 as the Alleycats are able to extend the lead. Travis Carpenter says, I got it. And Carpenter's pass is knocked down by Gordon Larson. And then Minnesota gives it right back. North's got it. Across the middle he goes to Landry. Landry heaving it to Carpenter. It's a foot race. Carpenter normally wins these. He does, but he's outside the end zone, and Cam Brock does the rest. Alleycats on top by 2 again. They circle it around. Now here's Dregney. Dregney's been a problem tonight for the Alleycats. He's patient with it, waits to find a teammate and does. And here is Snyder going into the end zone, able to float it in to Jason Cheetah. Barry able to find Josh Klain. Throw up the field, contact made, and I think we're going to see a foul call. And double team, throw, and catch made for the score. Carpenter fakes, trying to throw his man open here, and does as North is able to hang on. North looking and heaves it back there. No. Really just need to make one more pass, and they've got it. 7 with 6. Yep, and the stall count means that they don't have to do anything else from this point on. Here to play Madison, but it's now 7 wins in a row for Minnesota over the Alleycats in the series. For my partner Kelsey Sparks, I'm John Herrick. Thank you so much for joining us. You've been watching Ultimate Action on AUDL.TV. Good evening and welcome to Grand Park in Westfield for another edition of Indianapolis Alleycat Ultimate Action as the Alleycats, a record of 1-2, get ready to take on the Madison Radicals, who are 0-1. Is in tonight Ben Close and Ben Landry Cam Copeland. That's the rest of the Alleycat lineup. And down the field, a nice throw, and the catch made for the first points of the game. Levi Jacobs helps the Alleycats get off to a good start here, Kelsey. Time running out on the Radicals in this quarter. Hart throwing it for the end zone, and it is caught for the score to tie it back up. Nick Hutton almost had it. One more look at it to close it out. Hart with a terrific hammer, and Hutton almost knocked it away, but Anthony Gutowski comes down with it. We're tied at 7 as we go to the second on AUDL.tv. So far, the Alleycats staying with their man. Kai DiLorenzo draws a double team. This is Meshnik, and Meshnik throws it across, and Madison has another score. So again, start off the second quarter with a score after ending the first quarter in the end zone. Alleycats being patient here. And Copeland thinks he's got a man, and he does. And that is Lucas Conieras coming down with it. So far, the Alleycats staying with their man. Kai DiLorenzo draws a double team. This is Meshnik, and Meshnik throws it across, and Madison has another score. So again, start off the second quarter with a score after ending the first quarter. Do they get one here, or can the Alleycats keep them out of the end zone? Well, they're moving up quickly. Johnson to the end zone. Oh, did he hang on? Yes. I don't even think that took 20 seconds, and it was Gutowski again.
Radicals moved the disc very, very well. They were always one step ahead of their person that entire possession.
Well, he's outside the end zone, though, and needs help, and finds Luo on the run. We're tied at 21.
Coolidge might have saved the game there for his team with that diving grab to keep possession.
He's got Ray with 5 seconds. Ray going back to the corner for the end zone, and Cam Brock! Cam Brock comes down with it with 1 second left on the clock. The all-time leader in scoring in AUDL history makes an incredible grab in the end zone.
Incredible shape on that pass from Carter Ray. And the Alleycats in the lead with 1 second remaining. That O-line stepped up big time.
So we will talk to you, Kelsey and I, the next time you'll see us is back here on June 10th when the Alleycats are home. Live from Grant Park in Westfield, another edition of Ultimate Action as the Indianapolis Alleycats, a record of 3-2, face off against the Chicago Union, who are 2-2, as these two teams play each other for the second time this year. Finally, Alleycats starting to get a little bit of a breathing room, and right as they do, it's intercepted by Asher Lance. And a break chance here for the Union. Brennan, little stutter step move, and fires it in for another score. This one caught by Jace Bruner. Now you're getting into Huck territory possibly. North with 7 seconds, now with 6. Got to make a decision here. Goes back to Carpenter with 5. Carpenter with 3, with 2, with 1. Now to Payne. I think Payne got this off in time. There's the horn sounding. It is caught for the score for the Cats. Jeremy Kaish makes the catch for the score at the end of the first quarter.
Cats don't need to be in a rush here. They still have 47 seconds to go. 44 now.
Kaish lobbing it back to who's been the man of the second quarter, Levi Jacobs. As we approach 30 seconds. It's North again. North to Brock. Brock lobs it, and there's the catch made by Xavier Payne. They had held him out of the end zone for a while, but this time he gets in with 24 seconds remaining in the half. Less than 5 seconds now, lobbing it up to Leighton. Leighton to the end zone with the horn sounding, and right as the horn sounds, it is Milan Rivas coming down with it. So we had scores as the horn sounded in the first and second quarters. 1 for Indianapolis, 1 for Chicago, and it is 11-9 Indianapolis as we finish out the second quarter. It's going on the Union that way. Reed Martin picks it up. Risky pass, and Nick Hutton knocks it down. and picks it right back up. It got deflected when he threw it, but Jeff Burris caught it anyway. Wow, Hutton with a defensive knockdown of the disc and then gets it back to Burris, and the Cats now lead by 6. They're hard at work. Of course, great work by our cameramen, catching everything. 14 seconds. Yeah, just trying to eat the clock up, pass it around. There's Travis Carpenter with 5 seconds, and really he can just hold it if he wants, but he tries to get one more score, and he does to Cam Brock.
Hey, Cameron Brock gets the buzzer beater score again here at Grand Park.
Has a nice little moment there with Didzis Malderis. Along with Kelsey Sparks, I'm John Herrick. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Ultimate Action on AUDL.TV. Good evening. Welcome to Grand Park in Westfield for another edition of Indianapolis Alleycat action as they take on the Detroit Mechanics here in Westfield.
0 turnovers on 42 throws, including 2 hucks.
And Keegan North was right outside the end zone, so he had to throw it across, and he was able to get it done there to Rick Gross, who's got Colin Ringwood right in his face. And that one tipped and knocked away, and it goes down. So now the Alleycats have it back. To Henderson. Connor Henderson isn't in, though. He's got to throw it into somebody, and he is able to do that. Colin Ringwood gets in the end zone for the first time tonight. Davenport goes to the sideline, and he overshoots it. So Indianapolis with the break chance. So
here, this would be their largest lead of the game if they can punch it in.
Jacob Fella hustling down. It will count if he's able to catch up to it, and he does. So the Alleycats extend their lead as they score the first 2 points of the second quarter. Getting down to crunch time here, 10 seconds. Heaving it toward the end zone, and the fight for it won by Jeremy Keish. Jeremy Keish continues to be active on those long tosses down the field, and he makes a big catch for the goal right before the halftime buzzer sound.
With Detroit looking to break that 66-game losing streak, and Indianapolis doesn't want to be the team to let that happen.
North fights off his man and is able to get it in to Rick Gross. Rick Gross able to get in to the end zone. Keegan. Give it to Walsh. Walsh has had a few long hucks, tries another one, but that one, I think somebody might have gotten a piece of it, or there was a miscommunication, or both. Carpenter coming up to get it. Angling his way through. North able to slither open. Can he catch up to it? Lays out. Got it! Keegan North able to stretch out and make the grab off the pass from Carpenter, and there is the lead again for the Alleycats. Less than 3 minutes to play. Carpenter. That catch by Payne is near the end zone, but he's got to throw it in if he wants to score. Finds Keish back of the end zone, made himself available, comes down with the disc, and the Cats take a 20-18 lead. My partner Kelsey Sparks and the rest of our fantastic crew here who helped man the cameras, bring you all the visuals, all the great plays tonight. Big thanks to them. I'm John Herrick saying so long from Grand Park in Westfield, where your final score, the Indianapolis Alleycats 20, the Detroit Mechanics 19. You've been watching Ultimate Action on AUDL.TV. Good evening and welcome to Grand Park in Westfield for another edition of Indianapolis Alleycat Ultimate Frisbee action as the Alleycats, winners of 6 straight, looking for their 7th in a row, host the 1-6 Madison Radicals, who they just beat a couple of weeks ago. As they get it down the field on that long pass to Keegan North, who's got it again. North flips it across, and there's Cam Brock coming in to give the Alleycats the early 1-0 advantage. Indianapolis. North tries to get that one around Kelson Alexander and does to Payne. Payne trying to go for another huck down the field and does, has a man wide open, Keish. And Keish has really come on the scene for the Alleycats the last couple of seasons and was able to slip by his defender and make another nice catch. Xavier Payne continues to play well at home, and so does Jeremy Kelsey. Joe Leadforth out there defensively for Madison, putting on pressure. Gross trying to get another goal, and he's able to slide by his defender and catch that one on the run, and we're tied at 6 with 2 minutes to play. That one tipped off the hands. It bounces off of Anthony Gutowski. Doesn't like what he sees there. Other side now to Payne. Up to Carpenter to North again. He's got Brock open, and Brock able to score his second goal of the night. The North gets to have it on the goal line. 14 seconds. North wedges his way in between two defenders and is able to get that to Xavier Payne. Tips it in. North does to Jacobs, fakes his man out. Now this is Gross. He's got to throw one more time to get it across, and he does to Cam Brock. And Brock is able to get in for the score. It's like teams are paying a lot of attention to everybody else, but they forgot about the AUDL's all-time leading scorer. And for Cam Brock, that is his 600th all-time score. His 600th goal of his illustrious career in the AUDL. What a job this man continues to do for this program, for this league. You know what? Bring it back. Don't take an unnecessary chance. Brock's disc almost got knocked down by Leadforth, but Jacobs is able to get it. And Brock able to throw it across, this time sliding and coming over to get it. Rick Rose.
For Madison.
Jeremy Kaisch is open. He catches it, but he's out of the end zone. He's going to need another teammate to get down there to help him. And he's able to find Levi Jacobs. And opting to go all the way down to Henderson. And Henderson's got Goodeman. Goodeman one-hand grabs it. Of course, this is also big, too. You get young guys like Seth Goodeman and Connor Henderson. And it is 7 straight wins for the Indianapolis Alleycats. They improved to 7-2. 4 straight wins over Madison. 3 this year. They are atop the Central Division and making a playoff push. Boy, are they really buzzing right now in the AUDL. Good evening and welcome to Brebeuf High School, home of Brebeuf Jesuit. But tonight it is the Indianapolis Alleycats taking on the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds in a big AUDL matchup with playoff positioning on the line. So with training camp about to begin for the Colts, the Alleycats have to play their home game somewhere else. In this case, it is Brebeuf. As Pittsburgh turns it over, Alleycats trying to take advantage of it quickly. Wettengale's got it. He's able to get it to the other side to Burris. Wettengale tracks it down again. Quigley was trying to get open. Wettengale going to the other side. Fight for the disc, and it's won by the Alleycats, and coming down with it, Jacob Fella. Excellent job by Indianapolis to capitalize on the break. Johnny Harris. Johnny Harris to Carpenter. Carpenter going for the huck. He is looking for Jeff Burris. Finds him, and the Alleycats able to tie things back up. The turnover on Pittsburgh. Alleycats with a chance to take advantage. It's Joel Close who's in there now. Close, in close, able to get it to his brother Ben. So the Close brothers hook up for that score. 6 seconds, 5. There is Jacobs. He throws it toward the end zone looking for Carpenter, and Travis Carpenter gets it with 0.5 seconds on the clock. After this now, got Kenny Burdella all over. Now Wettengale.
Tough point for Joey Clary's sunglasses. He lost them twice with this.
And Colin Ringwood able to get down and find that one. And the Alleycat fans love it, doesn't it? Jacobs to Kaisch. Kaisch trying to go back to Jacobs. Battle for the disc, and Jacobs wins it. Comes down and is able to win a foot race against Jacob Anthovan. Now here's Zaccardi again. Met by the double team. Brock trying to get it out of his hands. Rowe, bad one. Intercepted by Jeremy Kaisch. He's down with it. Alleycats might need a couple more throws to get it in the end zone. Connie Harris to Fella, and Jacob Fella makes the catch, and the Alleycats now have their biggest lead of the game at 3, 14-11. Now Jacobs throws the disc around Joe Mulder and has the man for the goal. It is Jeremy Kaisch. Fitting that Kaisch was able to come up and make that catch. He's able to get in to the end zone as well as the Alleycats push that lead back to 4. 5 seconds, that should do it. Jeremy Keisch can just hold on to the disc, and the Indianapolis Alleycats are going back to the playoffs for the second straight year as they knock off the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds 18-16 at Brebeuf. Much for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it. Also, great work by our fantastic crew. Great job by our camera operators and a terrific job by John G. running things behind the scenes. For him, for our entire crew, for my partner Kelsey Sparts, I'm John Herrick saying so long from Brebeuf High School. Your final score for the final time, the Alleycats 18 and the Thunderbirds 16 as the Alleycats are going to the playoffs. You've been watching Ultimate Action on AUDL.TV. Good evening and welcome to Brebeuf High School for AUDL Ultimate Playoff Action as the 9-3 Indianapolis Alleycats get set to do battle with the Chicago Union, who are 6-6. Like I said at the outset, 4th fewest turnovers in the league. And nice throw down there as Xavier Payne's able to get it to Rick Gross. Around nearly had it swatted down. Sam Kaminsky playing pretty good defense on him. Could have been to Landry, and Landry's got a man open for the Alleycats score. Hawkins again. Back to Landry. Landry looking for the end zone. This time it's clear and it's caught. And the Alleycats score does count to put them up 4-2. One more look at it.
Coming into this game.
Quigley waits on it to get there. He does. Fires it into the end zone for another Alleycats score. This one has been close. In this Central Division playoff matchup against the Chicago Union. Oh, did I say 6-2? I meant 7-2 as Jeremy Keisch comes around to score again in the end zone. It is 8-4, Alleycats with the lead. And that one tipped up in the air, and Jacobs comes down with another one. That is turnover number 10 on Chicago. 5 seconds. Going for the end zone, might be a little high, but Wettengale goes up, and he's able to get both of his feet down inbounds as time expires. John Jones is out there. He's playing defense. Got faked out by Jacobs there. Jacobs going for it all, looking for Rick Gross. Gross makes the catch. Did he get his feet down? Yes. They say he established position and scores for the Alleycats. Kaminsky trying to find an opening, and the disc gets deflected and stolen by Nick Hutton. Wettengale comes across to get it. Now goes end zone, has a man, caught. Alleycats score again. It is Jeremiah Branson. Camp Rock hasn't been very busy in the second half, but you know you're going to see him at some point. Throw down there low, but Jeremy Keisch leaps up to grab it as he makes another big play. He doesn't just do it on scores, he does it all kinds of other places too, and that leads to another Alleycat goal, this time by Levi Jacobs.
Hungry for that matchup the last time they were in Minnesota.
As Camp Rock able to get another score. Again, why not have Levi Jacobs and Camp Rock work on their ever-growing connection they've had when they've been on the field together.
He does not seem to lose.
And that one floated to the other side and caught by Lucas Conieris. Conieris stepped into it. That is a postseason win for the Indianapolis Alleycats as they knock off the Chicago Union at Brebeuf 23-15, and they will face the Minnesota Wind Chill in 2 weeks in the postseason. What a job this team has done. They have gone from 0-2 to now 10-3. They have won 10 of their last 11 games, and they beat the Chicago Union 3 times this season as the Union finish up their season at 6-7.